What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with a new MOZE build for you guys, and just like my Zane, Amara, and Flak builds, this one can do it all. Solo true takedown mode, Mayhem 4 Wotan, no problem. And trust me, that's something I never thought I'd be able to say about MOZE. But with recent buffs to her and Iron Bear, plus the addition of the Sapper class mod from DLC 2, you can now utilize MOZE in any situation. What this build does: mobbing is easy mode. No longer do you even need to check your modifiers on Mayhem 4. You can run and gun, watch enemies explode into pink mist. You can also destroy any boss in the game in seconds. Trot, boom, dead. Graveward, boom, dead. Name them. This build shreds them. Additionally, this build also makes your mech viable. You can hop into Iron Bear if you're ever in danger of dying and actually do good damage. Hop out, deal even more damage, and then get back into Iron Bear again whenever you actually need it. So how does this build work? Well, this is my gear. Feel free to pause or run this back in slower speed to see the gear more thoroughly. The main pieces of gear that I'm using are a shock and a corrosive hyperfocus. Fire is not even necessary for this build. A boomsicle or clairvoyance assault rifle if you have DLC 2. A Hell Shock pistol is amazing. A transformer shield with shock or radiation on action skill end, and then whatever grenade you want with the opposite action skill end anointment to the shield. So for example, if you're running a shock action skill end on your transformer, then do radiation action skill end on the grenade, or vice versa. The reason you want action skill end anointments on the shield and grenade is to give you additional elemental projectile damage on your shots with the hyperfocus, or even with your boomsicle or clairvoyance. So if you're using the corrosive hyperfocus, which is the one I'm using most of the time, and you've used your action skill end, then that hyperfocus is going to do corrosive, shock, and radiation damage all at the same time, as well as fire damage from your skill tree. This is all thanks to properly pairing your action skill end anointments to maximize damage. Anointments that you should be on the lookout for your weapons. Most of them will be great with the consecutive hits damage bonus, but for the Krakatoa, go for the 100% damage on action skill end, and if you can't find a good consecutive hits bonus on the hyperfocus, then settle for a next to mags elemental damage that complements the shield and grenade ASE anointments. For the artifact, I use the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge, but honestly it's not really required for this build to excel, but it does help a lot. Alternatives: Snowdrift Auto Idle or Victory Rush. I don't include any rocket launchers with this build. I don't use them. I don't like them. You want to add them to the build? By all means, be my guest. Have fun with that. For the playstyle, this is simple. Do not let go of the trigger. That's why I'm calling this Mozerker 3.0. Just like my previous two MOZE builds, this one revolves around non-stop shooting. You can also heal via grenades, as I've kept those in the blue tree, but that's mostly if you want to switch off the Sapper class mod and run either a Blast Master or Green Monster, both of which are included with this build. Now, when you're in Iron Bear, shoot your guns until they are close to overheating, then let the guns cool for a second, and then you can either alternate firing between them or shoot them both again at the same time and let them cool again. Or you can go with the double Vanquisher pods in the blue tree with no extra augments, as that still does insane damage. It's nice to be able to use MOZE in a way that doesn't involve pure grenade spam, but honestly I still do it because I love explosions, and also to be able to use the mech to actually kill enemies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this MOZE build. If you did, then please take a second to hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new around here, and check out one of my other level 57 Mayhem 4 builds that will be actually sustainable in Mayhem 2.0 by clicking on the cards at the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.